we've now been joined by our final visitor to the Media Center this evening, Bubba Wallace, the winner of the Brickyard 400. Bubba, congratulations. Obviously, this is a big win in your career, but it also locks you into the playoffs.
Finally.
And it's truly just, I mean, a big win for the team in general. Denny was in here earlier. He talked a little bit about that bittersweet where he's so excited for you. And then as a driver, he knows how hard it is to win as well. So just take us through those emotions, both, you know, in the car and then now that you've had a chance to celebrate for a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, guys. This one's really cool. I'm more slap out, if you couldn't tell. I'm just proud of the team, proud of the effort put in each and every week. People pushing me to be better. The biggest thing that gets lost is believing in self. And I'll say those last 20 laps, there was ups and downs of telling myself, you're not going to be able to do it. And I hate that I'm that way, but I push myself to be the absolute best. And when the caution came out, my spotter, love him to death. He said the 12 got clear of the pack, keep making pace. I was like, okay, so it's going to be me and Blaney here. Caution comes out, Blaney's nowhere to be found, and it's the 5. So I was like, what the hell is he talking about? So once I seen that it was Larson, I knew I'd have to roll his sleeves up. He won here last year, and he's arguably the best in the field. I have no problem saying that. I respect the hell out of what he does, how he drives. He pushes us all to be that good. So to beat the best, we had to be the best today, and we were able to come out on top. So today was a surreal feeling. Pre-race, I told Dale and those guys on TV, like, I rode around and under the parade lap in the truck, and I didn't hear any noise. It was very weird, something I've never experienced, and I had the mentality that if this was ours to take today. I heard a lot of people say some good things that I kind of latched onto. Doug Bowles, you know, he mentioned 2005, Tony Stewart won, 2015, Kyle Busch won, you know, legends win on the 5. I'm not calling myself a legend, but it worked out. So just so thankful for the opportunity. I appreciate MJ, Denny, Curtis, Gene. You know, there's so much going on, and we're able to just show up and compete. And, you know, you guys ask each and every week, you know, especially Jordan, you know, you got any news on what's going on? And I don't care. I just go out and race. All I've known was for 23 years, just go race, no matter what's being said, no matter how many points I'm up on the cut line. Yes, it's there, but when you strap the helmet in, you just go and drive and give it your absolute all. So I have nothing left in the tank. I had a little bit of fuel left in the tank, but it's just a monumental win for our team, and I'm just proud to be holding the steering wheel for them.
Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. Bubba, congratulations on this. You're a crown jewel race winner now. Denny said he noticed about this time last year a change in your mindset where the valleys just weren't as low anymore. You were able to kind of rein that in a little bit. I think it was also about this time last year that you also came off of the Chicago penalty and called that the best moment, the best thing to happen to you at that time of your life. You know, this weekend you qualified second. You beat Larson straight up on 2 overtime restarts.
Yep.
Who is Bubba Wallace today after what the last year has brought you?
A guy with a beautiful wife, a beautiful son, and just fortunate enough to be driving race cars, you know. Putting family first, that's all that matters, and makes things easier, you know, gives you something to kind of focus on too. The racing stuff is kind of secondary now, and that's, you have to go through a mental shift to say that, you know, especially for me, because I remember when Amanda and I first started dating, I'm like, hey, you know, racing's everything, right? And I knew I made a mistake saying that, and it took me all these years to realize, like, this isn't always going to be here. So I think it's better to enjoy the moments like this, but nothing can overcome the joy, the times you have with your family at home in private setting. And then you just so happen to be a race car driver on Sundays. So that's kind of how I look at it. I'm enjoying life. I enjoy being here at the racetrack with all you guys, making fun of what Jordan wears each and every week. It's just, I say it about once a year to myself. I have a really cool fucking job. And it's not even a job, a cool hobby. And you guys are all living it with me, so it's cool. Thank you.
KellyCrandallRacer.com. Bubba, one of the first things you said over the radio was a thank you to everyone who's believed in you, because it's been a long journey or a long road, I think you said. Can you even sum up or like what this means because of that and the people that you're now sharing a moment like this with who've stood by you?
No, I don't live in your mind. You don't live in my mind. We're all different. We're all created here to serve somewhat of a purpose, and we may never know what that purpose is, but we fulfill our duties each and every day, searching for that purpose, right? And I'm super hard on myself. I see Tyler having a lot of success with the team, and you wonder, like, man, how in the hell do they keep getting these opportunities? It's showing up. Charles says it best, is just keep believing in yourself. And he's never let me get off that path. Yes, I'll take a detour for a second, but it's not lingering. And so throughout the weeks, it's like, man, here we are. I said it earlier, like, playoff time again. We're getting close. But never got too far down the lonely road, if that makes sense. Which I've been in so many times, and I'm sure there's people in here that struggle with that, but you got to keep on pressing on. And so throughout the last 3 years of the ups and downs, the fights, the arguments you have back at the shop, wanting this, wanting that, it's never easy. It's never easy for Larson who wins, or for Denny who wins. It's never easy. And so you just have to trust the process and trust the journey that you're on. And however it may come out, you always just got to stay up and stay hungry, stay humble.
So these last 3 years, this is an organization that you all expect to win, and the outside expects this organization to win.
Absolutely.
And you're a driver that, for right or wrong, many people look at, and there's pressure on you to win races. So I know this might be hard to do, but take Indianapolis out of it for a second. How much of today is just a relief to win a Cup Series race?
All of it. It doesn't matter if we were in our backyard or the Cup race. It's a race. It's so hard to freaking win at the top level. I explain, it's always fun explaining to new fans, like the exposure levels when you start out racing. When you race go-karts, you're exposed to bandos. When you race bandos, you're exposed to legend cars, so forth and so on. When you race Xfinity, you're exposed to Cup. When you race Cup, what are you exposed to? Retirement. That's it. You're at the final rung of the ladder. And so there's a lot of expectation on you to deliver with a team like we have at 2311, having the right people, having the right sponsors. It takes everybody there at Airspeed to have days and have moments like this. And yes, there is a certain level of expectation to win. And so for not being able to do it for almost 3 years, like, you really start to doubt yourself and wonder, like, is this it? After the contract's up, is this it? I mean, I still got a couple years left, but hopefully this gives me another year at least.